sturdy metal door guards the south. The door rattles against your knuckles, but there's no response. The door rattles again.
Stop banging on the door! I'm not letting any more. The police? Everyone knows the police don't come round here. No, I already Go check the backyard door.
Backyard door? There must be another entrance to the east.
Madame, I assure you.
There is no reply.
We should think about calling it a day, maybe. The nights are still miserably cold this time of year. You should take care of that, then. Let's talk to him anyway. An officer of the RCI.
Hello, sweetie.
Wait, who's Sweetie?
You're a handsome man, officer, with your mustache and your chiseled jaw and that silly dimple on your chin. But dear, you're not for me. I'm too old and too married besides. You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
Oh, sweetie, I heard your conversation with the manager about your financial troubles. When do you get your next paycheck?
You must be joking. Although...
It's not easy to assert your right to a decent living wage when you don't...
Interesting idea. This Everard sounds powerful. Maybe you can wrangle some coins out of his pocket.
Oh, no, I'm so sorry I don't have money for you. If there's anything else I can do for you, just ask. Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. But, oh my. You know where we are, right? That's right. And where is the whirling and wreck? Yes, indeed. We are in the fine city of Revachol. How would I even begin to tell you? I haven't seen very many other cities personally, but everyone says so. Speaking of history, you know what year it is, yes? You're joking. Try again. That's right, dear. How splendid. Here, take this pen. Knowledge should always...
Her relief is palpable. She was getting pretty worried about you there.
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government? Nope, sadly not. Revachol is what's called a zone of control, under an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have no government of our own, and what democracy we...
Meaning, voting.
Oh dear, this is troubling. You really ought to know that, being one yourself. There aren't any cops in Revachol. Not in the... But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the best person to explain the big things to...
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
A defeat, I'm afraid. The people of this archipelago tried to build something new, something different. The rest of the world didn't like it, so they came and ended it. It has something to do with everything. I really don't know how to explain it better. Someone more educated in sweeping.
No, I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't...
Of course. Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated.
That's a good point. This doesn't look like Rich Central.
Whatever do you mean? Sequence killers? Oh my.
A partner who'll need you to help him get a corpse down from a tree. I can assure you with absolute certainty, there are no sequence killings.
Now, gentlemen, no need to squabble. I wouldn't be of much use to you anyway, sweetie. Thank you, but... Martinet, perhaps another time. Yes, dear.
A paraplegic is someone with limited or no ability to use the lower half of their body. Paraplegia is caused by spinal cord injuries, like falling from a great height, or a grenade explosion.
No, dear. I'm not quite that old. Although I was injured in the line of duty. Nothing so glamorous, dear. Though when I was young, I dreamt of planting the... I was a training and development manager at a rapidly expanding... You'd think it would be a safe job, but I had to be everywhere. I was lucky. This was almost 20 years ago, and I was compensated exceptionally well. One can only dream of such payoffs nowadays. No problem. Of course, dear.
Can I help you? Yes, have you got it? Does that arrangement include you paying me what we already agreed you owe me?
I understand your predicament as the manager. However, I feel I must remind you that we are here to conduct an important investigation that also affects your business.
Forgive me for saying this, but your colleague seems more committed to drinking, and... I mean no offense. It's really nothing personal. I just have to protect the interests of this establishment. Not until you bring me...
Okay, I might have something in my motor carriage we can use when you're done here.
Oh, Lieutenant, we're done here.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio.
I have something here we could...
Transport enclosure. Regular people just call it the cage. The cage at the back of the motor carriage looks rather...
I confiscated this for a little while back. We can take them to the pawn shop down by the Martinez Canal. Yes, the bird.
Items that can be pawned at Bird's Nest Roy's appear in your inventory under the Items tab. You can pawn these items when...
The lieutenant nods as you take the spinners.
Officer, the flashlight, please. Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
Yes, we'd like to sell these hubcaps.
Roy takes the hubcaps from the lieutenant and inspects them.
Yes, these are very, very good. Did you defraud some foreign prince for them?
No one was defrauded or jumped.
Of course. I meant no offense. Sure.
Thank you. Here's the 100 real you need for your bill. Do not waste it.
The rest is for him, to compensate for the pain.
Anything else you're thinking of selling? Another time.
Can I help you? Yes, have you got it? Well? Great, thank you, officer. That's all I wanted. Payment for services rendered. If you continue to stay here, I just ask that you please pay your nightly bill in advance starting tomorrow. I'll unlock the electronic lock to your room. All the doors lock automatically at 9 p.m. Please pay for each night in advance starting tomorrow. 20 real.
I'll take a room here too.
Of course. Always happy to have officers from the RCM as guests. Anything else? Another thing. Great. I love those. Yes?
This is the door to the room.
Just a moment. We should talk about our progress on the investigation.
The air outside is brisk. The lieutenant is silent for a moment. He listens to the traffic hum.
Now then, we should talk about the investigation. But I also feel you're a bit hazy on the RCM. Our role here, our rights, our jurisdiction, basically. I have a cigarette every night when I go over my notes. It's something of a ritual.
Oh man, he looks so devastatingly cool with that cigarette.
Yes, it's been a long and eventful day. Well, You were so hungover that you couldn't keep it down But we performed a thorough search of the premises of the crime scene. That's great. It's not my job to evaluate your methodology, officer. We weren't able to find the union leader, Everard Clare, much less interview him. So we didn't talk to the Wild Pines rep. We really... Above all, though, today was exhausting. What's with all the running? You run a lot. Is that a standard Precinct 41 practice? It's impressive, especially for a man your age. And nice shoes, by the way. I like the green. Goes with the orange. They're quite limited, actually. The power officers of the Revachol Citizens Militia exercise most frequently is imposing fines of up to 1,000 real for offenses. The RCM's primary role is to ensure safety. We are not really supposed to play any part in the... We can arrest people, of course, but rather than bringing someone in directly, it's preferable to serve a station call slip. It prevents confusion. You can't. Those who don't show up become fugitives, though, and have fewer legal rights when they are eventually caught. As you may have gathered from the fact that we are expected to carry a record of our kills, like the one in your watermarks, we are permitted to use whatever force is necessary. We don't convict. We arrest and send them to coalition government courts in Courant and La Delta. You have to supply compelling evidence for why it was necessary to use lethal force. Not a good position to be in, by the way. Internal Affairs handles these cases thoroughly, by cross-examining you for inconsistencies. The coalition government. The RCM was formed by the coalition government to restore order in the international zone after the revolt. Or perhaps it is better to say we were allowed to form. It's a point of contention whether the citizens of Revachol... Silence. A great comment to such a conundrum.
The dying lights of the city shimmer below. An aerostatic passes overhead, the whiskers of its floodlights on the ground below.
They really don't like us here. And the mouth on that kid, Kuno. It's our fault for leaving this place to the dogs, to the union, to the company, not daring to come here more often. We run this city. West of the river is RCM land. It's incredibly hard. Human beings are... But we are in control, and it's worth it. Me too. But I wouldn't count on any drastic...
He is very tired, but the dark circles under his eyes make him look younger, not older.
The Moralist International are the world's largest political organization. You know who they are. They have been running this place after the revolution failed. They're a union of center-left and center-right parties across the Real Belt. Our coalition government is just one of... The moral intern are a fact. I try not to have opinions on facts until they change. An interesting question.
Something kind and usual. Something almost self-explanatory. Something like the dark blue, serious color of the early night sky above.
What do they believe in? They are Delorians. They believe they continue the humanist project set forth by her.
Those others say they continue the humanist project set forth by...
A historic figure? The author of the modern age? You will have to look elsewhere for opinions. Do you? My kind of police officer. Yeah, it's getting very cold now. Let's go.
window stands broken. The bed is cold and
The option to go to sleep becomes available every night after 9 p.m.
the sheets feel at once coarse and clammy against your skin. The bed sags beneath your weight as you stretch out and finally close your eyes. And then sleep doesn't come. Maybe it's the bed's fault. It's a little better. Colors, scenes, and half-formed phrases still litter your mind. Part of you is still trying to solve the case, isn't it? Something to do with, what was it that the lieutenant said? Union? And it's gone again. Your thoughts, your breathing steadies. A great silence washes over you until your eyelids twitch in your sleep and images start forming.
Do you remember the scent of your childhood? Do you remember your wife's hand on your face? Do you remember the warmth of her thighs between her legs and in her mouth? Oh no, funky baby, you stayed. It was the rest of it that left. Or you just stood there, with one hand on the bottle and the other on your dick, watching it. Tell me, where are your friends? Human beings have friends, Harry boy. Where the hell are yours? No, it's gone. 3 times gone. You failed Elysium. Everything. The Pale and the Islas. On the surface. You really dropped the ball, Harry. 4.6 billion people. And you failed every single one of them. You really fucked up. No, you haven't. You're just sleep talking. And the act is wearing thin, too. The spots on the disco ball. You'll be back in those cold Stinky boy. You're not coming back from shit. Thrashing around in that high conductivity state of yours. Bumping into things and acting like a clown. Who are you kidding? Help you? Why? I can't hear you. The rest is just a word dream. Jumbled up gold.
So something is wrong. Sleep shouldn't be this bad, this dry, this unnourishing. There's something wrong with your thoughts. Some kind of new type of hangover. Oh yes, party boy, and it's worse than the one before. Just think of the shit you saw. Here it comes too, so soon already. A silent alarm goes off in your head like clockwork, barely let you sleep at all. Time to go to work in the shit factory.
Good going, buddy. Yes. Wait till you see the one with the chick in it. It's gonna be a good one. You feel even worse this morning than... You don't know? You don't know? You mean, why are you so tired? Too tired and down to even think? It is worrying, isn't it? You can't be a detective like this. Detectives need to be able to think. That's not really true. You're too weak to say no now. Waking up is the worst part. Maybe somewhere down the line you could decline. Speed is a potent central nervous system stimulant. It kept you propped up all day yesterday, despite your debilitating hangover. How else did you think you even got up from this? It's power, man. It's professionalism. It makes you feel like you're young again and ready to detect. Ready to go to war against the world. Of course, Martinez is Speed Central. You just got a poker. You and Speed will be happy again. You will make her come home. This... The door is... This door. Still.
Morning. Looks like we can get to work at once. The Union muscle turned up. They look rowdy. We should talk to them. Everything points to the Dock Workers Union. Which may, of course, all be wrong. But we still need to talk to them, and it won't be easy. I completely forgot. Sorry, I had a rough night's sleep. One loose thread less to worry about, and one big problem to replace it. I mean ungovernable. Martinez isn't exactly enthusiastic about it. Men who drink beer for breakfast? There's talk of an armed wing that would just escalate tension. In fact, even the death of 2 detectives might not warrant an all-out war. So let's keep a cool head, okay? One more thing before we do. We don't have to talk to them immediately. We can walk right past them. Continue with...
Yeah, streetwise. Zoom right past. But aren't you curious to know what they have to say about them?
They're in no hurry to leave. They think they own the place. Anyway...
Just a moment.
She's agitated, judging from the way she keeps pulling.
And there's no public phones nearby.
The closest phone booth is down the coast. Sorry for the inconvenience, ma'am.
It's fine, I understand. Thank you anyway. I'm glad to see you again, dear. Please don't trouble yourself about me, sweetie. The union office probably has a phone, but I can't really get there. Or to let the young woman who's house-sitting for us know that we may be delayed. Morel, my husband, and our friend Gary were supposed to get back by Monday night. But I was also hoping she'd heard from Morel.
A little missing persons puzzle might just be the thing to take your mind off the hangover.
That's just it. This isn't like him at all. He always plans his expeditions so carefully. But you have more important things to worry about.
More important than a missing expedition? I don't know. Expeditions often lead to something interesting.
Oh, yes. A zoologist. A crypt.
It's a pseudoscience that attempts to legitimize research into mythological beings.
That's one opinion, yes. And
She's used to playing off such insults casually, but
My apologies, ma'am. I didn't.
it's not a hobby, dear. It's a subfield of zoology. Searching for such species called...
The quality of research at Revacholian universities has been on the decline, but you doubt there was ever a time when cryptozoology was embraced by the academic elite.
Just some field work, sweetie. Morel is a highly trained scientist. He and his assistant Gary are studying but they should have returned by now. They were just going down the coast across the water.
The waterlock, that was broken. Could this be it?
Oh, sweetie, Gary's as loyal as they come. Oh my, what happened to the waterlock? Well, whatever the cause, I'm thankful. To both of you.
You're welcome.
I hate to ask, but if your investigation takes you to the other side of the coast...
Yes, some left-field scientific research is exactly what you need right now.
And if you see him, let him know Lena is waiting for him here at the Whirling. He gets so tangled up in his work that he may not know the waterlock's been repaired. And it's cold out there. Oh, you're such a dear. Thank you, sweetie. Oh dear, I'm not sure where to... Well, his expression is slightly grumpy, but his eyes are always bright.
You can't go around Revachol feeling grown men's hands. If you want to find her husband, you'll need more concrete
Oh, well, he's a bit shorter than you, but with a larger frame, and he has longish white hair, usually a bit uncombed. You might say wild, even.
The lieutenant pulls out his notebook.
One other thing, he'll likely have all kinds of field gear on him, even if he's not out in the reeds, you know. We'll be celebrating our 16th anniversary this autumn. Not the most numerically satisfying anniversary, but I like the less obvious milestones even more somehow. I hope I've been useful. Oh, sweetie, it's fascinating, but I shouldn't...
The lieutenant gives you a sideways glance.
Of course, dear.
There's really no point in manipulating anyone. She'd be only too pleased to tell you about her work. Go on and ask.
Oh, I'd be delighted. Truth be told, I could really use the company too.
One cryptid, not a couple. One. This won't turn into some kind of cryptid extravaganza.
He nods and assumes. Ooh, tough choice there.
That would be the giant of Kokonur. The giant lives in the most arid parts of the vast Kokonur Desert in South Samara. The towering luminosity of Kokonur is a bad omen in local folklore. Some say it's a fata morgana, others, fate no one knows for sure. It is like an awful mountain appearing from below the horizon and expanding to cover almost a third of your field of vision.
Hooey. No animal can be that large.
That's what makes it so peculiar. A species surviving at the very limits of science. There are limits, you see, to how large a metabolism an ecosystem can beget. Some say a gravity anomaly below the Kokonur Desert might allow the creature to grow to these.
Gravity anomaly? Digging it. Digging this parascientific stuff right here.
Hey, you promised you'd only ask about one cryptid.
He nods approvingly.
Let me handle this. Detective disorientated. Are you still wondering where you are?
Her entire character has shifted. This young woman.
No, I am not a gardener. I'm a legal counselor for the Dock Workers Union. So let's get to it. You're looking for Titus Hardy? That's Titus. Talk to him, but know this. I'll be keeping an eye.
It doesn't matter if you recognize our authority.
She says nothing. Her glare speaks for her.
Aggressive? You make your living enforcing violence.
So you...
Listen, you moral intern lackeys. You're a mob, enforcing the unlawful privatization of Revachol. 20 fat men in the Occident.
Fuck yeah.
So ask what you came to ask, or get back to your commanders. I don't need privatization peons from a rent-a-cop. Just do your job. Like I already told you, I'm a legal counselor. Do you have hearing? What you want is of no significance. What are we going to do to you? The union isn't going to do anything. If anything, it is the RCM.
Guillaume Lemillion. Bad news. Guillaume Lemillion did not become a cop. In 38, he went on a tour to the Sinyao province in Safre, where he died of autoerotic asphyxiation. His body was found hanging from a decorative dragon tree in his junior suite amid drug paraphernalia, unwholesome objects, and the Sylvia Trainer single, Wonderland, skipping in the background. And yes, you can take this as a metaphor for Revachol in the 30s, and also as a warning. Wow, you work hard. Oh yes, you hustle. You're a provider. It's tough out there, but you keep it real and look at yourself. You're a human pedometer. You must have walked 200,000 steps down cracked asphalt, mosaic, sand, and linoleum after you re-emerged. That is the sign of a hustler who never gives up. The world is harsh and people are evil. You didn't make it that way, and you won't let it break you. You ride. That's just what it's like, life and death. But you got gills on your side, baby. Got those black papers with the faces of the innocents. It ain't easy, but you do it, day in and day out. You didn't make the rules, but you won't lose. You're a cop, and a sprinter, and a money printer. Sure. And has it been easy? Is life easy? Have you not gone into cardiac arrest? Are you not about to have an anxiety attack? Are you rich? Get out of here. You're a pauper. You work harder than anyone. Almost rode yourself to the grave, and you're still practically a boo-hoo. The system is broken. The establishment is keeping me down. That's not the fuck yeah attitude you're used to. What is this? Why are you so poor? Because of the taxes. G-Man's got his jam-covered sticky fingers in your pocket, stealing from you every time. Our tax is almost non-existent in the Gotham estate that is Revachol. You and I both, but they got those indirect modes of taxation. Sales tax, excise duty, extraction tax. 98% of all your money. What are you not sure about? They're milking your nipples till they bleed. Can't you see? Aren't you sick and tired of having bloody nipples? Here you go, hustler. Fight the righteous fight. Free the people. Behind the dockworkers, a ceiling-height window. The hawthorn branches scrape the glass like bony fingers. There's a little slide panel up there to let some air in. No need to open it in spring.
Hello? Me? No one. I'm just a working class woman.
If she's such a working class woman, why isn't she working?
Looking for something to read. It is. I know you are. What with?
What with? A lot of things. For example, people tend to go missing.
My husband? No, he's not. I don't know.
Where is this going, officer?
Yes, but I don't really need to know where my husband is. No. Of course he's not. It's not like he's a pocketwatch.
It's got to be something else then. Why else would you be asking her if it wasn't?
No, absolutely not. Are you a policeman or a nanny? They are not missing, sir.
You know where they are. They're at home, smoking, giving the ladder of vices a check.
I see. Thanks.
Her hands move over the book covers. The woman before. It's the ledger you found in the trash. It takes about half an hour to piece one together, using this murder. Tum at the hookah parlor. Was a case Joseph Mills didn't get off the pot. Not yet. Okay. So the case is handed to you because Mills isn't getting anywhere, and you look into it. Yeah, no one. Mills has no idea. See? You can't even read the thing without solving it. Yeah, it was that. Turns out hookah does do something. Yeah, he liked it. Smoking hookah. Didn't you hear? I don't know. Trying to come up with a movie script, maybe. Anyway, that was not much as... Finger pistols, 9mm. Snap, snap, baby. Turns out guns aren't that much for protecting as they are for attacking people. If you want to protect people, really work for them, you have to whip out your signature dual 9mm Villiers finger pistols. Who needs real guns anyway? That conversation you just had, it would have gone better had you snapped those bad boys at them. Note, 9mm dual finger pistols do not count for an actual weapon in a gunfight. You see a young man on a balcony.
Not looking for any trouble, officer. I don't want to be seen talking to the gendarmerie if that's okay. I just want to
Don't let him go. This could be your witness. The balcony has a great view of the whole thing.
Is it really that important?
Like a nervous cat, he keeps...
All right, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run. I'd even go so far as to say that the view is a little too good, my dear gendarme. Do you have an estimate?
We will remove the body as soon as possible. Now tell us.
Oh,
Wait, is someone else investigating the lynching?
no, not you two. Some more muscular type.
And when did you speak to this more muscular gentleman?
Last week? I don't know. Look,
It'll take more than rain to bring this place.
You didn't answer the question. What was...
it was my Sunday friend.
He doesn't reply, gesturing no with his cigarette. Under the grey sky.
My name? My name?
That's definitely not his real name.
No, of course not. Could you please lower your voice? No. Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going.
Time to bring out your secret charm. Tears and begging. Show him your emotional side. Throw yourself before his very feet like a dog.
Trash? Listen, I really have to go. Good luck with the investigation.
He's gone. No point in running. Tenements like these often have multiple exits. If he doesn't want to talk to us, he could be a witness. Him or his Sunday friend. Either way, we need to look in. There has to be a way of getting inside the building. Let's go check out the door.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here, because you see it, finally. This wall is sublime. Look at it. The shadows, the colors. All the other walls on all the other houses must make a pilgrimage in adoration of this. O Wall Father.
Huh?
He sounds tired. Cindy the Skull has all the necessary materials. Talk to her.
If you must.
A sturdy metal. This could be a way into the apartment building the smoking man.
Good. We had enough problems with bums and drunks and thieves loitering in the hallway.
You can't think of anything convincing. Time for some police brutality.
No.
You don't scare me, punk. I may be an old woman, but I can still take the likes of you.
A striking woman leans against the cabin top.
Good morning, officers. I'm Joyce. Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbour. You gentlemen must be from the RCM. I'm glad to see you here.
Like steel, there is strength there.
I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do to assist the RCM in this matter, I will, gladly.
That is good to hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead on this interview. I should let you know that he is recovering from an unusual medical...
There's a trace of irony in his voice. Mischief, even. It happens quicker than a shooting star. But did the lieutenant just wink at you?
How interesting. I wish you a swift recovery. In the meanwhile, you have my full cooperation. And the full cooperation... Why, yes I am. The boat? No. It is called Corps 19, because that's the type of... It's a pleasure craft. A 19 pacer. My sloop? I like it a lot.
I'm enjoying this part of the interview. It has so little to do with the murder we're investigating.
Of course there are. We're on an archipelago. I mean, we are on...
Technically, the neighboring Ozone and Fas Alamer island groups are archipelagos, while La Caillou, by contrast, is a single fertile landmass.
I haven't seen anyone...
Actually, that motor carriage has been specially issued. It's for crossing long...
Neither is this. A toy, I mean. It's a machine for crossing long distances in the Bay of Revachol.
You need to make this lady admit she's only riding around on this boat because you have the guns and the ammo. Take this Clausen fiend down.
Oh my, the E word. You mean to say that it's a symbol of conspicuous consumption? That I'm a member of the ruling class?
Detective, may I remind you that Mrs. Messier is a professional negotiator?
Then what does that say? Does it 33A? This old proletarian haunt here? As I said, plenty of people drive boats, of all social strata.
Your synapses flesh.
You mean Eel's hips. But point taken. I am a bourgeois woman, and this is my fast, light officer. I assure you, I'm a highly qualified pleasure craft.
The crowns of her teeth are porcelain. What? Her nonchalance might be related to something called the Wayfarer Act. A law that says she doesn't need a license. Sly fox, you're not aggressive enough to harass her further on this.
Good. What we do? I'm afraid I don't speak for what...
There was a touch of discomfort there. She wants to merely represent.
The Pines' core competency is logistics, and that is the terminal. Another subdivision deals with energy, oil and gas exploration.
The Wild Pines Group is one of the original Revacholian Indo-tribes. Companies awarded royal monopolies by the king, the suzerain himself, centuries ago. The king is long gone, but several of the Indo-tribes
I'm not at liberty to discuss the company balance sheet, but I can tell you that last year,
The company booked more than 20 billion real. 20 billion is a large number, but the conglomerate employs 72,000 people. They all need to be paid. Then, a conglomerate the size of the Wild Pines is like a shark. If it stops moving, it will die. Then what they started as an exploration and cargo fleet conducting. Centuries of care, deliberation, and madness have gone into this endeavor. Vessels pass through the Great You mean aside from being the terminal's legal owners? Who are responsible for moving 8% of the world's cargo?
She nods.
Quite a few things, I'm afraid. The information I'm to share with you includes sensitive trade secrets. For the sake of my employer, I have to ask for your names and badge numbers.
Of course, ma'am. We should have introduced ourselves. I am Lieutenant Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. And this is my colleague from Precinct 41. I'm afraid he doesn't have his badge at the moment. I hope mine will suffice.
How curious. Why is that, Detective? I see. So, are you saying you lost your badge during the course of this episode? I can't hear you, darling. Speak up, please. Oh, dear. I do believe you, naive as that may sound. I simply can't imagine.
As I said, ma'am, his technique may be very unconventional, but he...
Of course, I sympathize. But I'm afraid I simply can't share anything more until I've seen that badge.
She's a professional negotiator. She should be open to some sort of mutually beneficial arrangement. Feelings will guide the way.
I assure you, it is no small matter for me either. We all share the responsibility for disarming this situation. I hope you have a badge for me as soon as possible.
She's silent. The wind flaps the sail above her.
Officer. You know, I don't mean...
You're doing it. Despite your own best efforts, you're still...
I'll be frank with you. If I'm going to break protocol, I need to be able to justify it to my superiors. They're going to want to see something tangible. The Union is conducting drug trade out of the harbor. Or you can find your...
Detective, a word in private before we continue.
Advanced race theory. Everything is calm in the eye of the race storm. Your mind is lucid and bright. The mind-bending phylogenetics appear more distant and, to be fair, a little ridiculous. The great race mystery has cleared up. All that's left to do is verbalize your thoughts. Go and talk to Measurehead about your newly found insights.
You're back. Good. What can I help? Of course, Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural? What for? I ain't helping no pigs full, honest but boring. You're not used. What do you think Well, if it's for art. But what kind of art are we talking about? Sounds like you're just about to live out your self-pity, not make a statement. I can't have shit art on my conscience. You're about to cry internally, aren't you, Piggy?
You don't have the skills to execute something like this in practice. But, oh boy, the idea's going to blow her fucking mind. She squints her eyes.
On fire. I say, sod off. You don't have the technical skills to do that. I like your idea. Should have thought of it myself. Insult me all you want. You're...
Oops, my apologies. You're a police officer and a grown-up. Why are you trying to impress her? Maybe try a different approach, like climbing up there. Hey, psst. Yes, you. Word on the street is you're ready to start building communism again. Yes, you're ready to start building communism again. You've built it before. They've built it before. Hasn't really worked out yet. Good. We need tender men like you building gargantuan communism. Word on the street is it's going to be 10,000.
This is not going quite as I hoped it would, Detective. Honestly, I was expecting you to use your unorthodox technique to keep her off balance, and not volunteer us to be her henchman. This woman is running circles around us. She might have known about your misplaced badge all along, or she's simply another...
Maybe this is all her plan. She might have heard about you.
Oh, that would be fantastic, but do we have the time?
The situation might have changed drastically.
You could request a new one from your station, but that would literally take months. I wouldn't go that far. Her reaction...
A sturdy metal... This could be a way into the apartment building, the smoking man. You're well versed in the kind of threatening legalese that...
I know my rights.
But the sweeping on the other side...
Miss! Would it help if we offer to...
it's...
Hold your horses. I don't care about your stinking badge.
There. Working class drunk. Cracked it. All in a good day. What do you mean, what did I crack? Look at how working class that drunk is. No, it's not. No. Stop goofing. Yes. And you found... Didn't she repeatedly tell you her husband isn't missing though? Do marriages make any sense? Does honor, not honorable... An inconspicuous... The trash container. The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste. There's nothing more of interest in... Not much to... You see, milk? You've done this before. The movements are... No. Good practice for dump. A box falls into pieces in your hands. Baptiste, the container sounds a muffled gong.
Give me a moment. I'm fine. Fine. Don't you worry about me. Now, what do you want from...
She's the cleaning lady. She knows the floor plan and the residence.
Ask away, policeman. The artiste? Nothing I can do about her, I'm afraid. She ruins the walls faster than I can clean them. She leaves an old lady to...
She mumbles some...
I'm no one. If you can call it living. I have a little room upstairs right next to the coal room. It's barely bigger than a closet. But I don't complain, no. I have my bed and my aching bones to keep me company. And that's all I need from this world.
She hasn't spoken to anyone for a while. Even her sentences feel rusty.
Yes, I know who you mean.
Somewhere in the building, a child starts crying.
What's he in trouble for? Talk?
What was so...
He lives upstairs in room 28.
Thank you. We should go check out his apartment on the balcony. See if...
You hear someone walking around. The walking stops abruptly, but a poor communard from...
Do I have to open the door? Do you have a warrant? I'm not...
Let's go. We don't have a reason.
It's generally easier to do things if you have literally any reason. This door has been closed with a padlock. It's a solid lump of metal, but the shackle is... Better whip out those cutters. You won't get very far otherwise. This door has been closed with a padlock. The shackle snapped.
After you, detective.
A plaster cast bust depicts Razmazov Nomdegir was an economist and a theoretical historian. He was a leading figure in the Grad side of the turn-of-the-century revolution, where he headed the 9-day government. Mazov is considered the father of scientific communism, Mazovian thought, or Mazovianism.
I suspect that's exactly what they are trying to do. There aren't many communists around. Not after the
That isn't just a 5-pointed star. It's an inverted white pentagram cradled in a wreath of antlers, the iconography of communism, in other words. The star and antlers was developed in the 6th decade. Even today, half a century after, the star and antlers, because white is the color of peace. The wreath of antlers represents a natural crown to symbolize that also some social smug superiority is.
Ooh, the piggies have learned how to saunter up staircases. I didn't think you could do that with hooves. But yeah, you got me now.
That smell coming from her red-dyed heavy fuel oil is only used in government vehicles, or at least that's the idea.
Ooh, police brutality. That's the good stuff. Have you got any kids? But fine, take the brush. I'm all out of fuel oil anyway.
You know what you should be able to find in your government-issued vehicle? Red-dyed heavy fuel oil. That beautiful wall deserves nothing less.
My fuel oil is for my kinema. Use your own fuel if you are unable to contain your artistic impulses, but please, leave.
What did you think I was using? Aqua... Or what? You'll push me off this ledge and pry the...
Ruination has come. The broken arches betray the once grand history of this building. It towered over the harbor until a great force from the northeast fired into the city. Heavy artillery shelled the coastline. The tenement acted as a defensive wall against the worst of the shelling until the waves of the Martinez Inlet. What didn't fall into the ocean was used as scrap. What wasn't used as scrap was thrown into the ocean. Those only 3 stories stand where 9 to 12 once did. A fleet, the combined armies of Occident, they massed airships further down in the Bay of Revachol. Many are still there to this day. If you squint, you can just barely see the shadow. Coalition warship Archer can shoot 50 shells a minute on 20 co-aligned archers. They will reach the city in 58 seconds.
The Coalition. But that was a long time ago.
This door is made of metal. Number 28.
Let's see if any...
This door is number...
Let's see.
No one.
Looks like the young man we are looking for isn't home. I think our best chance to... We should return tomorrow after we have finished with our day's work. How about 9 p.m.? Sound good? Tomorrow, 9 p.m., right here. Apartment number 28.
Damn. Turns out it's quite tricky finding someone. Remember, tomorrow. He's probably gone for today.
Promising race pupil returns. And